Hello, and welcome to a new episode of a new series, War of the Human Tanks. So this is a game that I got when it came out. I haven't beaten it yet, because I've been playing other things. We are going to start a new game. It's a really good intro, but I'm going to skip intros. Well, I guess I can't skip this one. So I'm going to just scroll through the story kind of quick so that you can pause the video and read what's going on. But I think this is like a 20-minute introductory cutscene. So I want to get some gameplay in the video. I really got into the story from the trailer, played the demo for 8 hours, and then decided to buy the game. I've been playing it off and on ever since. We're going to start a fresh game here. I got stuck at a special boss. We're probably not going to do... This is going to happen. When we get to forks that lead to special bosses, I'm going to make a new save, and I'm going to continue the series on the main story, and I'm going to do like a side series where this is a really good song as well, but I'm actually going to skip it for time. I'm going to do side episodes for the special challenges because they could potentially take a long time and multiple tries. So episode 1 is your tutorial. Introduce some characters and how to play, more or less. Once again, there's lots of dialogue in this game. And the story is pretty good for what it is. But I'd have to kind of go through it quick. Else there won't be enough time. I'm going to keep these episodes close to 20 minutes. So if it's a little bit less than 20 minutes and we're about to start a battle, I will save it for the next episode. If we're in a battle and it exceeds 20 minutes, we're going to finish the battle. So that's about as much as I can say about how we're going to handle this. This character is pretty funny. She's your command unit at the start of the game, and throughout the game if you wish it to be so. You can get other command units, but she's always there. But just her personality is amusing. All of these characters really work well together to make an interesting show. And we'll continue to scroll. So the character that you represent, Shotaro, is a pretty special guy, and you can figure it out fairly early on how special that they imply him to be. But he also acts detached. Alright, so these are your basic categories of tank. The map looks kind of like this, so it's kind of battleshipy. Where you guess how to... We're told in this battle that the commander's up here. But in most cases, we just have to scout and explore.
3, 2, 1.
So you notice that I think I'll tell you here So we just fired a shot for no reason, just because we could. So they're telling us to use recon to find it and then take a shot. You don't need to reveal the square to take a shot. Okay, so this is telling you that we have to wait till they connect. So these tanks run dial-up basically. So you see we can't do anything. We can look at their stats, but nothing will happen. So we just kind of hang out. It's connecting. And now you see connect has appeared. That means that we can actually use these actions. So we take a recon. It's cross-shaped, so we want to put it here to get the most value out of it. So we put it here, we lose tiles. So do that, and there's the command tank right there. So this is an infinite range battery. I believe it's the only one we can get in the game. And we can shoot any tile, so you see they're all lit up. We're gonna shoot this one. And there's a little animation. It's pretty huge. And we took out the enemy command tank, so we basically just straight up win. The same goes for us though, if they destroy our command tank, Heshiko, we straight up lose. So we've actually gotten through this in pretty good time. Less than 10 minutes, we've got through the tutorial battle. I tried recording this earlier on Fraps. It gave me a black screen but kept the audio. And I scrolled through the story a little bit more slowly so people could read it without pausing. And it took literally 15 minutes to get there. So I hope I'm not skipping through it too fast. But this should let us get through the first story battle as well. Some behind the scenes stuff happening there. Now this is kind of like a touching scene. Basically, the other tanks are mourning the loss of the infinite range battery, which self-destructed. I'm gonna skip the outro too. Believe you're gonna run the song again. Yeah. Once again, it's a great song. You should look it up in someone else's video. But I'm trying to capture the gameplay mostly, and I'm actually not entirely sure if I can play the song. I know that Fruit Bat Factory has given permission to use their gameplay in monetized videos, but I don't know if the performer of that song is bundled in that permission. So just to be on the safe side, I'll skip it, but it's really nice. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Or go on Steam and buy the game or play the demo. I'm pretty sure they use that in one of their videos as well for promoting the game. Just gonna scroll through this. I really like the running sound they added. It really makes the scene. Also, the emphasis on hitting with the edge of the dossier. This will be a relatively common theme. They're just kind of fooling around and then at the last minute head out for a mission. And here we find out that our sister is the ultimate prodigy of tank construction. And can basically make an entire army in less than a day. Which is good, because in some situations you might want to build an entire army every single battle. And here they're discussing strategic elements. And this tactic is rather important later in the story, of blowing up the forest. We'll come back later, that's all I'm saying. But as you can see, there's an incredible amount of dialogue between battles. Not every single time, but especially in the early story. So here they're just giving you a little primer on how to prepare. Alright, so these are our options for the battle. The start time and time limit aren't necessarily important for this battle. So the victory condition in the early game is usually just annihilate command tanks, but later on we'll get other objectives. I think for the first 5 or 6 battles we just basically need to destroy them. So we can have 7 units in this battle, by the looks of it. I'm going to assemble. Modules are upgrades that we don't have access to yet. And we just have access to tier 1 tanks. So we're going to want some long-range tanks. Grab 2 of those. We're going to want some assaults. Now, I'm going to go for a scout and a shock. So Pochi, it says the equipment's hand grenade. She doesn't throw the grenade. She just runs in and explodes it. And the scout I put in for radar capabilities. Very low scouting range. But that's fine. So our formations, it's our deployment zone. And when we deploy, we can put them here. So let's do that now. Command tank first. Put her in the back, but in such a way that she can move if she needs to. I hit the wrong button. So long range units, we want to put kind of protected, but also a bit forward. So I don't want them to be so far back that their range is compromised, but I want them to be far enough back they don't get attacked right away. That's what the assaults are for. They're going to body block my barrage tanks. Definitely want Pochis as front as you can get them. And Scout here. So later in the game, you don't want to put them so close together. And if we go into formation, we can move tanks we've already placed. So the command tank actually takes up a separate slot, so we can make one additional tank. And if I'm going to make an additional tank, I'm going to make another assault. And yeah, this one. Too many units deployed. So the information isn't necessarily handy, but I'll start remembering things shortly. I'm gonna make a hard save right there over the episode that didn't work, and we're gonna play this battle and then end the video.
頑張ってください。
I'm bumbling a bit because I haven't played in a while, but I'm sure that I'll get sorted out.
2、1、状況開始。
Alright, so you have to wait for them to finish talking so we can start connecting.
勝って当然の戦いですよ。
I believe assaults have a shorter cooldown for connecting. Okay, so first things first. We're going to move up to here. Do we have any recon range? Do a bit. Okay, so that, I believe, is one of their self-destructing units. Do we have recon range here too? No, so she loses infinite range recon after the first mission. Okay, so we want to click as fast as we can. We move her here. And attack here. She can only attack one tile. So we want to...
そこだ。
Yeah. The enemy moves in real time, so we want to move as often as possible, as fast as possible. So here we're going to see how this works. So you see, Pochi self-destructs in a plus-shaped area. Animation's really cute. But, yeah, that's why they're cheap. Highly expendable unit. You can also take blind shots. So for example, I can shoot here even without having recon, and there's nothing there. So I like how fast-paced it can be. A little bit more recon range, and a little bit more spread. Let's look up here. Okay, so there's a Pochi type unit. If she moves here, it's a good thing we're not staying there. Okay, so do you have... Yeah, you have attack range there. That's why we have long-range units. And there goes one of our units. So we'll use a ranged unit again. You'll notice that Heshiko has a red muffler. This is a module that's unique to her, I believe, and it just means that if she dies in battle, she'll come back to the barracks. Like any unit, there we go. So I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to attack the command tank. And I believe that we get less scrap back if we don't kill all of the tanks.
戦果報告です。
So this salvage is basically our currency for building supplies. So if we wipe out the entire enemy team, we get a bonus. We also get a bonus for speed of completion, which we didn't meet. But we only lost one unit, and we sacrificed this unit, so I'm not too concerned about it. We haven't unlocked interceptors yet, but they're really good units. So after this scene, I will save the game. So once again, they're discussing the enemy tactics. Let's get some story. Start talking about the general from hell. And that's the end of that chapter. I can't save until we actually get ready for a battle. So I'm just going to scroll through the story some more until we get to a battle screen where I can save. So every episode will end at the start of a battle. So here we're getting a tutorial on developing new tanks.
注意、指示をどうぞ。
So here's the free battle mode. The free battle mode, I'm just going to throw a save in here. The free battle mode lets you do a battle for resources, basically. So you make tanks, you go in, you get supplies, and you can farm them if you need to. So I'll just show off development. So let's just take their advice and develop this. If we can, and we can, it takes 1,500 crates and no additional parts. Alright. So now we have better assaults. I also like to develop ranged units. Make them yet. Okay, so you can also develop modules. So these are quite a bit more expensive, but they're items that you can give them. So the Daisy Bomb is actually a really good upgrade. The modem lets them connect faster. Extended radar is another one that I like. And we unlock more of these as we continue on. So I'm just going to, since I put some tanks in development, make a save. We'll do a free battle next before we continue to the next episode. But for now, that is War of the Human Tanks, and this is Darker Schneider. Until next time.